Hey guys, Kev here, and welcome to the What's Hot for the May 24th gear drop at Urban EDC. As usual, shout out to Urban EDC for sending me some stuff to check out and just being awesome. I do have some items that they sent along right here. I will show you, and we'll also look at the gear drop and see what is crack-a-lackin'. I got my Boylan Bottling Co. Coca-Cola, or Cane Cola, I should call it. There's a couple exclusives and cool stuff. So, as usual, the link is down below to the gear drop. That will start at 3 p.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, May 24th. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. If you are part of the VIP program, whatever they call it, you should have access now, so you can follow that link and you should be able to get in. Or maybe there's an email link. I'm not sure how that works exactly, but yeah, let's talk about it. Some cool stuff. So knives, right? First off, I'd be remiss, even though it dropped last week, I didn't get it till now, or this week. They have a pre-order up for the Urban EDC Baby Nessie. And this is a Chris Taylor design. He did the full-size Nessie. You guys may have seen it. It had a flipper tab on it, no studs, and it was a much larger knife. So they changed this over to a small size, got rid of the flipper tab, added the studs, and guys, it makes a world of difference. I know some people are really big fans of the Nessie, but I personally just thought it was a little too heavy, big, and the flipper only. Everybody wanted a hole or studs on that thing. So they went ahead and did that for you, and this is the perfect size. I mean, if you like how an F5.5, the Urban EDC LC, a Burger Urban feels in your hand, you're really going to dig this thing. Even the other knife that we're going to talk about is the NAFSCO Lander. They have an exclusive for that. Even that, if that feels good in your hand, you're going to really like the Baby Nessie. It just nestles really well into your hand. The action on this thing, very good on those studs. Reverse flick, solid. Has a really cool look with these studs. They're kind of like this matte, flat finish on the edges, and it just has this vibe when you look at the blade. I really like this thing. It comes in 3 versions. This one right here with natural micarta. There's a black micarta, I believe. We'll look at it in a second. And then a full titanium with blue Sagaha and the, obviously blue titanium with the Sagaha pattern. Absolutely wonderful. My guess is M390. I would love to see them start switching it up to S90V if they could. Their knives are perfect for S90V platform. But I really like it. The only thing I do not like about this knife is the clip. The clip is way too tight. I gave them that feedback, so hopefully in production they will work on that. But it is a biatch to get into my pants, and I tried both my sort of thicker area. I'll show you actually. I tried both, like down here on this thicker seam that has a double stitch for knives, and like I can get it on if I really give it some gas, but it wants to take your pants when you pop it up. On a thinner seam, it's still just a little too tight. I'd love to see that loosened up a little bit. Sorry about the shirt. I had a work shirt on over it, and I obviously don't want to show you where I work. So, yeah, it's fabulous, guys. It really is, and I think I've said enough about it. Great in the hand, great ergonomics, great action. Just the jimping's in a good spot. I love that Nesmucky style blade. It reminds me of the Dapper, which I don't have here right now, but really, really cool knife. So that's the Baby Nessie, and that leads us to the Lander. So the NAFSCO Lander, as you guys know, is one of Ben's knives, and it's become very popular for a couple reasons. The price point's really good. It's Ben's design, and it's super generic, and that sells, And then he has the swappable scale system, which a lot of people are into. I have a video dropping tomorrow or Friday, I forget, that has shows you how to swap the scales on this knife and why. Because this is the Urban EDC exclusive NAFSCO lander, and it comes with 2 sets of scales. So you will get your knife like this. Mine came in a bigger box with some goodies. Hopefully they all do. But the core thing is this. And then in here, you'll have your knife. You'll have some extra hardware, which is cool. These are for the body screws, the screws that matter when you're swapping scales. The knife, obviously, and then you get an extra set of scales. So the scales on the knife, you'll see on this green one here, there's 2 versions, green with black and tan with satin. And you'll get a pair of contoured scales installed on the knife. Really, really good in the hand. That contour does give it a little bit more of a comfortable feel in the hand. Originally, I was like, I don't know if I feel a difference. There's a difference. Not much, but there is one there. So you get that really nice G10 in green or tan, and it's M390 blade steel. So there's your exclusive sort of upgrade. Why did they do it? Because now you're getting M390 blade steel and the scale swap system. So if you're like me and you have 80s fat carbon scales for this, it makes way more sense to have it on an M390 version than a D2 version, right? Because that's what I had. I had a D2 version, and I literally had scales that cost $100 on a $50 knife. So this just makes more sense. It's going to be $149, and you get the contoured scales, and then you get a set of flat Sagaha scales. So this is what it looks like with the scales installed on the tan one. So the scales will match whichever version you get. You'll get a contoured tan and a flat tan with the satin blade. And if you get the black wash, you get a contoured green and a Sagaha green. Very cool with that pattern on it. Looks nice and clean. This is going to be a machined satin on this one. So you're not going to have a belt satin or a stone wash. It's that machined satin that some companies do. Kind of like on our MASH model from Kubi. So this is QSP, but just so you know. So that's the lander, guys. $149, 2 sets of scales, M390, and the NAFS goodies. So I think the price point on that is pretty locked in, pretty sweet. You guys let me know what you think, of course. That's ultimately what matters, is what you guys think. So those are the cool knives that they're dropping or have dropped. And yeah, that Nessie is nice. All right, so some other items they sent me. This is really cool. This is from Combat Beads. I believe they're out of Canada. And this is the Haptic Coin with Sagaha pattern. So check this out. We're going to see what materials this comes in, because I may want to pick one up if they have something lightweight. But this is really, really sweet. You see that brass, that cool skull with the beret on it. And then you see the Sagaha in those little areas. Really cool. And it has an excellent haptic feel to it. You guys know my go-to when it comes to fidgets, when it comes to haptic coins, is NJT hand power. This is a Zircuti flamed and etched, and nothing beats this. But this comes damn close in the sound mechanics. Has a really nice bearing system in here. So there's a pivot so that it doesn't fall apart on you, and then has a nice needle bearing right here. And then it has the 6 magnets on each side, pops together real easy, and it won't come apart on you because it has that pivot. Very snappy, very fun, guys. They killed this. This is one of the best haptic coins I've handled. And I didn't even know they made haptic coins. So if they have one of these in titanium on the site, your boy probably going to pick one up. So that's really cool. And then Chavez with a sort of twist cap pen. So you have the skull, and then you have this metal body. It's relatively thick, right? So just keep that in mind. It's a Chavez, right? We're talking half an inch, right? So half an inch thick on this guy. It twists off, okay? And then you have your standard, I think it's a Parker in here. And then you can either leave this off, or it actually has a couple threads right here. You can tighten that bitch down, and now you got a really big pen. So for any of you guys with the double XL hands and the, I got big hands shit, you'll be good with this. Now, one downside is I keep unscrewing shit that I don't want to. So like I just did this, and this whole thing came out when I wanted to take the cap off. So I got to tighten this back down now. And then I got to make sure I only get the... See, I can't even get it off now. There we go. Oh! And then I just got the cap off. And then this will unscrew sometimes, I think. Yeah. So just make sure, I would just Loctite the things I don't want to unscrew, but very cool Chavez pen if you're into that style of pen. And last but not least, we have a Raylight. This is the Triple Dawn, I believe, or just the Dawn Dye Stonewash. And this is in titanium. I saw it on their site in both polished and blasted like this. I will admit this one doesn't work. I have tried everything. I charged the battery. I flipped it around. I flipped it back. It had a little tab in there. I took that out. I'm not sure what's going on. I tried clicking 5 times. I tried holding down. I tried everything. I'm sure there's something I'm missing. And obviously, they'd take care of you if you got one that didn't work. And I'm sure it's just a lemon. But I did want to show it because it's freaking gorgeous. It's a big boy. It's gorgeous. Really cool button here. You can put tritium in. Nice thick clip. So that's the Raylight Dawn. So those are the items they sent me. Let's go check out the website and see what else we are in for. Here we go. So here's the Haptic Coin. This one, I'm hoping they have in different. Oh, it only says brass. Damn. So this is machined in Canada. $150 is a little steep for me personally, but if you really like it, I think it's really good. I mean, for reference, this is made in China, and this is $120 to $150 made in China. That's made in Canada and then imported and then sold by a dealer. So, it is brass, but if you like this, it's well worth the money, I think. It just is a little bit higher than I would want to spend on it, but it's a really cool product. You have a Combat Beads Micro Concealed Bead in Ultim. All right, so you got those for 60 bones. Then you have this interesting zirconium carabiner. I would have never thought to have a carabiner in zirconium for $200, but if you just want to spend some money, fuck yeah. I mean, it's dope. I mean, this blasted zirconium with a little bottle opener on the bottom. Sign me up. Seriously, sign me up. I don't think I'm going to spend $200 on it, but damn, that's cool. So totally understand that one. We are talking about expendable income, people. Everyday Hanks, you got a blood red Kraken. We have some Microtech Exotechs. We have an Ultratech. This is a UTX 70, and that's something I wanted to correct from my last video or the one before where I was talking about how, damn, they seem cheap. It's because they were UTX 70s. They're the tiny ones. That's why they're $255 and not $330 or whatever. See, this is $269. Those are UTX 70s. So just make sure they're small ones. Nothing wrong with that. Just is what it is. This looks sick. A Raylight Land Apple. I guess it is a pineapple mixed with their land design, which is pretty cool. And this is in Timascus or Zircuti. Oh, what does that Zircuti look like? I want to see the Zircuti. Oh, they don't have pictures of Zircuti? Oh, that's got to be Timascus. I really want to see what the Zircuti looks like. Damn, that sucks. You don't have pictures. $400. How much is Timascus? $370. Yeah, it makes sense. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy, but think about it. It's a Chinese product, obviously, but this flashlight right here, this is a CWF Micro Arcadian. In my opinion, best flashlight hands down. Although La Lima Metalcraft is coming out with a clicky, and I'm gonna try to get a Hoku clicky. This right here is $450, I think, base, and then you get this Zircuti clip. That clip alone was $200. This is a $650 flashlight. So for $370, $400, you can get a full Zircuti flashlight. So just to put it in perspective a little bit. Now, one's U.S. custom, one's Chinese customs, and it's up to you. We have the V Pry from Odin's Eye, I think it was the brand, or Viking Beard or something. Totally just butchered that. Here's the Ultramar twist cap pen. It's $125, you know. Again, this is going to be OEM by Riot versus, you know, made here or something. But there's a lot that goes into this pen. There's a lot of titanium here versus like a tactile turn for the same price. So I understand that price. That's fine. And then it has to be sold by Chavez to a dealer and then sold. All of that adds up. I think that price is solid right there. We have some caps for the fell holders. Here's that triple. Oh, it is called the Triple Dawn. And $150 for the Triple Dawn. I think that's pretty damn good for a light this freaking massive. Like, here's a Olight Baton Pro. And they're the same size, basically. My Baton Pro is a little thinner, but that's about it. So if that helps you at all, I think the price on that is on point. I know I'm always talking about price, but hey, I can't believe this is still available, but there is a Jaredozier Strayhawk, titanium and tortoise shell custom. Now, is this a flipper or a slip joint? Because if it's a slip joint, I can't drop $2,000 right now, but I want to. That's some sexy shit right there. Widely acknowledged as one of the finest custom knife makers of the generation. Is this a slip joint or what? Soaring high, blah, blah, blah. Nitro V with a modifier. Come on. Nail nick. Okay, so it is a slip joint? Come on, tell me what it is. Non-locking slip joint mechanism. Okay. Yeah, dude, I would. This is right up my alley aesthetically, too. I would. Man, if I had 2K to just burn right now, I'd be all over that. Another Exo set, another UTX 70, Landau knives, fixed blade, not familiar, but okay. I think are they the ones that made that button lock thing? Double X knives, a tension getter. That's hilarious. $50. And here's your Landers, guys. So you get the tan or the green. Okay, $150. And like I said, you get the extra scales. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty good. Is that guy using a drill? Hold on a second. Back up. Oh no, he's using a bit bar. Damn, big idea designs. All right. I'm just kidding. I still have my bit bar and love it. Made by QSP in China. Love to see that. M390. Yep, $150. I think that price is money on that. Then we have some Ultim stuff. We have a Lefty, looks like. Inlay Sabenza Large 31. Okay. And a Lefty with the Black Micarta. You know, my only rub with the inlays on the Sabenzas is that they're so damn thick, the inlays. It makes the knife so much thicker. But these look way better than the 21s, or is it the Incosis that have the double line? Excuse me, not a fan of that. So there we have it, guys. That is the gear drop for tomorrow, 5/24. So what are the highlights? I think the highlights are this Haptic Coin. If you are a fidget person and you like brass, I'm just not a brass person. It stinks in my hand. and it weighs more than I like. But if you're a brass person, don't sleep on this coin. This is really damn cool. And then I would say the lander obviously is an absolute just win. $150 for 2 scales and an M390, and then you can get any scales you want if you prefer it. And then this Osier is damn sick. I'm surprised it's still there, and I kind of want it, but I'm not a madman, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, those would be the standouts to me. So if you are interested, oops, let me pull this down. If you're interested, Baby Nessie in stock, or pre-order is up right now is what I mean by in stock. And if you leave here with nothing else, this knife is phenomenal. This knife is really good. I'm really excited about this one. I'm real close to pulling the trigger on it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that's how much I like it, guys. I've had this knife for, 4 or 5 days, and I'm contemplating picking one up. And that usually means something because, once I get to check something out, it kind of removes the lust factor from it, But this is just so good. And then, of course, M390 on the landers. Yeah. So if you're looking for cool, smallish, comfortable EDC knives, I think Urban EDC's got you covered right now. So check out the gear drop tomorrow. Big thank you to Urban EDC for sending me the stuff to check out. Shout out to you guys for checking out the videos. Always appreciate it. Links down below. Check them out. Help your boy out by using them if you're going to buy shit anyway. And I love you all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.